All right. Well, right now we're kind of seeing a resurgence of COVID. A lot of people have COVID right now, and it seems to be just like a mild cold. They're not very sick with it. Very few people are dying from it anymore because these variants that we have now are a lot less potent than they used to be. But it's also that the American public has become immune to them over the years, and we have herd immunity now. So these viruses that used to be killers when they first came out are no longer any worse than the flu. And so even though we're seeing a resurgence of COVID right now, it's not that dangerous. It still can be treated the way that we normally treat it. But when you look back at the history of COVID in this country, you look at our death rate in the United States at 3,000, more than 3,000 per million people died of COVID, one of the highest in the world. And yet we are 85% vaccinated. Now I'm going to tell you something, you're smart enough to understand this. In Haiti, where I practiced, there were only 75 deaths per million, and 3% were vaccinated. Let me go over those figures once again. United States, 3,000 per million died, 85% vaccinated. In Haiti, only 75 per million and 3% vaccinated. Do I need to say any more? If I do, they'll block me off Facebook and cancel me. But you can figure that out for yourself. Why is it that the Americans died of COVID? They died because they're so sick. They died of obesity, diabetes, lack of vitamin D3, lack of exercise, all these things that give us really poor health. And so we are so sick in America, it didn't take much to knock us off. The very sick just died like flies from COVID. Whereas in Haiti, the people were out in the sun all day, they walked around, they ate natural vitamins, and so they didn't die from COVID. They didn't even wear masks. They didn't social distance. You'd think here's one of the poorest countries in the world where people are gathered together in huge crowds, nobody's vaccinated, and yet COVID was almost non-existent for them. This should tell you something about the sick state of affairs that we are in this country. If you know how sick we are, we can jump out of that. We can avoid it. We can read the labels and get away from this processed food, the food with high in sugar and preservatives and all these things they put in to addict us. We can take care of our own health. We can get back to eating natural foods that God gave us, fruits, vegetables, meats, and things that will make us healthy. Get out in the sun, walk around, exercise, and decrease our stress levels. Get some good sleep, and God bless you.